to sell, and I'm hoping I can get 2 more on here as well, in different places, going in different directions to different sell points, so we get some more bonuses from trains depending on where those sales are. There's a water tower that's over here that will probably be buildable as well, for those of you who haven't seen it. Where are you, Jeff, with the lever?
Yeah, I'm right down where you were. Down here to textiles. I'll jump out. You can jump in.
I was going to do that,
Go
and
for it.
I saw you were in it.
Yeah, just trying to reposition all the boulders for you.
Oh yeah, well I might need the other car to get them into the bucket. Basically, you see these boulders here. There will be several, probably 100 or so, or maybe even more, who knows, or less, depending on what we can handle at the beginning of a game. Oh, there you go. You got a car. And
Yep, just
each of
put
these,
the bucket down.
yep, each of these boulders actually has a capacity. And I can't see my other monitor blacked out, but whoever that is, thank you for the follow. And your name will appear on the bottom so you know who you are. Old Rabbit Dog gave me a follow. Thank you as well. So these boulders here have a capacity of 25,000 stone, and you will find them littered across your fields, not to mention some other things when you first start the next game, but we'll get into that in a much later video. And they will be taken to some type of facility where you will be able to grind them down and crush them into gravel or stone products to be delivered to the factories as well. So that is one of the new features, these nice moving boulders, and if you want you can also play boulder hockey with them, because they roll around like crazy. But they are heavy as can be. And you'll see several of those appear. And back to my buggy car. Somebody parked our spreader on a little hill over there. Alright, I don't know if you guys have seen the sawmills. Let's go over and do a quick look. So we start you off with 2 on the map, but we also made the sawmills placeable in the store for a nice high price. It is Marhu's sawmill. Marhu is a great designer. Love the guy. Don't know him. 250,000. But it is also edited for our maps, so others will not work. Reason being is his original sawmill outputs wood chips in the shape of a pallet. Ours actually a pallet of boards, where ours actually, because boards is a filled type on our map, outputs pallets of boards that you can now dump into the triggers for places that take boards. So that is pretty cool, and we start you off with the 2 sawmills. Let's go see. I started off this broadcast with a sawmill down here that we put a little bit into. Where am I? I'm not even in the right neighborhood. Here's one.
Yep.
Here's one of the sawmills. There's a couple pallets of boards, 3 of them. Wow, that's enough to build another dock, Danny. Just about. There's the pallet being made. The coal supply.
They're not mine to use.
Yeah, I know. We'll have to get Andre to build some fishing docks. But we got to get the fishing to work a little better too. Yep. Pallets of boards being made. You drop whole logs or trees or partial trees or whatever size you want in. It converts the trees to a number based on length of the piece. And that number here, this has 26,753 logs, which is not actually that many trees, but like a piece of, like one tree equals about 4,000, I believe, a full, average size tree. And it creates wood
All right.
chips as well as the pallet boards is full. You can move that pallet off for him. I'm sure he would not mind. That's a 10,000 pallet, and it runs. Ours runs on fuel, the coal as the fuel source. Originally, the Marhu made it so it ran on wheat or wood chips for the fuel source, and I just kind of like the coal idea better. What are you doing? Did you just take the pallet off and just dop it on its side? Nice job,
Viper, to
Danny.
get back.
Go ahead.
No pressure, Danny. Viper, to answer your question, yeah, we ran into the same problem with the Volvo as well as the Liber. That the bucket, if we used a bucket or even a log force, they somehow got twisted over time. So hopefully we haven't noticed it yet, knock on wood, in 1.3 beta. So my question would be, is that in 1.2 does that happen? Or does that also happen in 1.3? So I know that that has happened to us in 1.2, but knock on wood, not 1.3 yet. So if it, try it on 1.3, and if it does do it on that, then there's still, Giants got to fix their issue there.
Yep. Alright, you can see the power pylons are there this time in the distance there on my monitor because while I'm down this way, I'm going to attempt to go into the control room and make them disappear one more time for those of you who missed the control room. If you're familiar with our 2013 Industries map, we had the control room, which is a room at the beginning of the game that you have access to that you can turn on and off specific features of the map. And it will be coming back to Pleasant Valley 15 in version 2.0. And currently, though, the only feature that I have that you can turn on and off is the power lines. So we'll go in and show you where that's located.
Alright, Viper. Yeah, I tried it in 1.3, like I said. We've been running 1.3 since the beta came out. We haven't used the Liber or the Volvo that much, but we'll keep an eye on it. And if you hear anything, feel free to let us know as well on the forums. But like I said, as of now, we haven't seen any flipping of the bucket.
Right. Over here at the good old Speedway, which maybe we should do a lap with the race car to show you why these things were made the way they are. Anyhow.
I don't want to beat you, though, with all the audience.
Yeah, right. I made the map. I know every inch of that track. The only reason you beat me is because of the lag from streaming. Only kid.
Rubbin's Rakin's cold trickle.
So, have you been in the control room yet, Jeff? Follow me. It's big and empty.
I am on my way.
Basically, the theory behind the control room is inside the control room there's another control that will allow you to remove the entrance to the control room after you're done setting the map up. That's the way, and inside there are options like turning off. You could see from here in the distance there are power pylons. So you see them out there in the distance, power pylons running across the fields. When I come back out, they will no longer be there. I'm going to jump in the room. It's not labeled yet, and don't touch that switch down there because that'll close the entrance because that's going to be removed anyway. But you can see this will say power pylons above it, and right now it says they are on. It has two sides. We're using the the entity trigger rather than the activator trigger because it doesn't work on multiplayer yet. But the entity trigger detects a person in the trigger. So the right side we now know is off. There, I walk in. Now says that they're off. If I jump back out to my vehicle, and we'll go back to the same place I was standing, and we're just freaking everybody else out on the map because I just made all those power lines that were out there in the distance gone. So if you don't like having the pylons in your fields, or your computer can't handle the extra graphic ability, voila, they're out of there. If you do like having the power lines in the fields, you just leave them on. Now, I'm going to make this...
Mike entered channel.
Hey, Mike?
Yeah. Hey, just a quick thing. I got the third piece of equipment cut tonight, and I'm done.
All right.
All right. So we need to fertilize whatever that is, 35 or whatever. If somebody could do that, that'd be great.
No problem. We'll get to it.
I'm
All
ready.
right, quick. See, Mike.
Let's see, Mike. So now the power lines are
See,
back
Mike.
on.
Mike
Right.
moved
Question
to
was
audio
by
channel.
Viper. Are they rigid? So basically, can you hit them? Are they collisionable or not?
They are collisionable. Now, I did do my best to keep as many of the pylons out of fields. Some are close to the edges of fields, and some are in fields. And I could get a little bit of an idea, show you. So it is a user preference. I understand some people don't like to have them in their fields.
Mike disconnected.
I honestly think it adds just such a... The visuals to the map are important, more important to me than the little block that I'm not going to be able to harvest. On multiplayer, we don't use hired workers. When we play our game, we figure we have, at any given point, we could have as many as... Well, usually we only have 5 or 6 people online, but we have several members. And if we need help, we'd rather have us ask each other rather than have a hired worker. Now, I understand it's different in single player, and Danny, I should have let him harvest his little patch of sorghum that's underneath the power lines when I removed it. But now that he knows how, when he watches back the video, he will be able to do that. But you can see there's one here in the middle of his field. And but in the most cases, they are spaced so they're on the edges of fields, such as this one here, and then it stretches over. There is another one in a field right there. I think there's a total of 5 in fields. Out of 123 fields, to have just 5 of them that have a pylon in the way, and this would be number 6. That's all it takes, is that little piece off the corner. So yeah, optional. And that first part of the control room as well, I had considered making this time in the control room a 2-part thing, so you can delete the entrance. The entrance inside the first one will have the entrance to the second part of it, which you can delete. The second part's going to have the more critical stuff that you're going to want to set up at the beginning of the game, and then get rid of that entrance permanently so people that come on your server can't screw up your game. The first part will have visual things like this, the pylons, where you might want to be able to, depending on how bad your server's running or frame rates are, and give you the option to turn off some of the extra visual items, and then still get back in and turn them on at times. But it will also have a delete entrance trigger to it, so that you have the option to delete that one as well. But we'll break it up into 2 different rooms with basically different categories. One of the things I want to put in there is, again, the ability to remove all the multi-use silos from all the farms and require you to do placeable silos. And good evening, 21 something. I'm glad you finally made it. We didn't miss too much of the tour. Now that we're on trip number 2 around, I can finish up later with the last 2, but let's get moving on here before it gets too dark on the map. Back to train number 2 for those people that are on the second time around. Thanks for staying, and you never know when you're going to see something new, because I forget a lot of things. And where are we going? We're going to train number 2.
Right where I'm near Field 96. There you go.
Field 96. Yep, I'm heading that way. There we are. We redid this factory on the corner, and the grass in the parking lot will disappear. It's only on our server. It's not in a new save game. All this grass underneath there goes bye-bye, and I just have to update our grass setting, because that's one of the things that doesn't update unless you start a new save game. But on your game, that grass won't be there. So pay no attention to the grass under there. We just reoriented the building so we could bring it back and have the sell point back here. and put in a new train. With the new trains we're adding, you will be able to get bonuses for selling some of the different products. Like this one here right now is set up to give you a bonus on Pepsi, vodka, beer, and sugarcane, hemp, sunflower as addition. And I will eventually put signs at the transport stations on which trains give you bonuses for which items. So this train here will give you those.
To answer your question, Bickers, the question was no farmer's market. No, the farmer's market is staying in, and this is just another option.
Yep, the farmer's market will always be there, and for those of you who haven't played the map, the farmer's market is anything you can sell at the farmer's market will give you more money than anywhere else on the map where you could sell it. So, stock your farmer's market when you play the game. When you
I don't think there's any plans on adding a second earth fruit storage on the map at all.
Earth fruit storage, actually the earth fruits are going to go into all of the silos, and the one that's in the middle will probably be removed for some other building. So your sugar beets, potatoes, and your wood chips will be in the multi-use silos. We're going to add some things to make things easier because we're making a lot of things a lot more harder. Just to let you know. You see these bridges that we're going on? You're going to have to build those next time around. So traveling around the map is going to be a little bit hindered until you build a bridge or two to get from one side to the other. But there's the train. Nice carts redone by Jeff, Big Daddy here. We got a Conrail train. Farmer's Market will always remain. It's right there in the middle. And no intention on getting rid of that. I'm hoping to link the water towers to the Culligan plant and put them on separate pumping system and possibly make those buildable as well. And probably reposition them better because that one's kind of close to the Culligan plant. It'd be much better over by the BGA, for instance. I heard a donation come in. I'll have to wait and see who that was from popping up. Thank you very much for your donation. I won't see it till the delay. As long as my watch my monitor black out one more time. Welcome to our new follower. So the train goes off, sells off any product that was on it, and we'll turn around and come back. Did anybody catch who my donator was? I'm sure I will find it.
Yeah, it's
Thank you
21
very
something.
much, 21 something for
awesome.
a $5
It's going
donation.
okay.
It will be greatly
There it
appreciated.
is. Thank you, awesome. Thank you, 21 something. We're on the board. And thank you again. Thank you again to my friend Stale Popcorn for his $50 donation earlier. That's all going to go toward a new monitor so I can do better. Oh wow, I think I got to fix the display of 21 something's name going across. I'm new to this Twitch thing, and that is not quite how I planned that to come across. So let me see if I can get that out
To
of
answer
there.
to answer your question, Old Rabbit Dog, Dave, not me. Dave is planning on doing a small single-player map after we work out all the bugs of this one. So it's definitely some time off. I guess maybe 6 months, 3 to 6 months probably. But this one's going to take up the majority of our time to get it ironed out, all the bugs and so forth.
Yeah, let me see if I could get this scrolling crazy thing here. Well, we know that one doesn't work. I'm editing my scene. Awesome.
Maybe we'll take a port.
I think the font size was set a little bit too big for that, but now that I have a donor, I can place that box where it's supposed to be. And thank you for the follow, Bearish. So, that train left, it turned around, and it probably is heading back, or did it turn around yet? I wasn't paying attention. I got excited. I had money. I heard the jingling of change. So, yep, train is heading back to where it was. Now, the boat demo didn't go off quite as planned. It was a little bugged, but we'll show you the boat nonetheless that we have floating out there until we get it fixed on the server. Activator trigger kept on selling the fish before the boat came back in, and that is not supposed to happen. But we can tell you that there are 6 docks on the lake. Actually, you know what? I think it was just a fast forward problem because the boat is in the right position and it's coming in the right direction. So might have just did it because we fast forwarded on the server, couldn't figure it out. But there's the new fishing boat. When it gets back to the dock, it takes 10,000 corn out. When it gets back to the dock, you'll be able to offload your fish and refill it and send them back out. There are 6 of them on the map, and it's got some new cattails here too. There's going to be some new foliage layers on the map as well. There's the cattails. You can see in the water new duckies and fishes swimming around. You see the fish and the ducks in the water. Well, we'll go right out in the water, show you our ducks and our fish. So there's going to be, yep, lots of fish coming at me. You can see them. You will have some more liveliness to the map. And that boat will eventually come in, but it takes an 8 hours to do a fishing trip, so he's gone for quite some time. Anything I missed the second time around? Anything you guys want to see again? I'm gonna have to go up and see 21 something. Did you see the gravel pit since the changes up there? I don't know what you caught the other day.
Yeah, I'm actually in the gravel pit doing a load of coal, selling to the train currently just to catch it in case anybody missed it.
Awesome. Yep, anybody sees the train. We've got lots and lots planned. This is literally just 1 week's worth of 6 months of work, or maybe has it been? When did the patch come out? A little more than a week ago. Actually, not 6 months, but at least there's just a pad of ideas that we're gonna try. Some are gonna work, some are gonna fail, and we're gonna find out which ones and bring them to you. And there are some we know will work. So it's gonna change the way you play Pleasant Valley once again.
Dave, what about the multi-silos being turned off? And even in the first go-around, you didn't show your new bale shredder by the cows? Is that
Oh
still
yeah,
on?
the bale shredder's down there. Oh yeah, a couple of other things. There are a lot of little fixes. Are we adding the canola mill to the PDA? We'll have to expand the PDA to get the canola mill will probably be moved to the island, just to let you know right off, and things will be moving. The point being is there are going to be some things located on the island that you can't get to until you build the bridges to get there, at least one of them. So we're going to be cruel that way, maybe a couple extra fishing boats. Who knows? That's all up in the air right now. But once we get there, we'll try to remember to mark the canola mill where it is on the map. It is one of the few places that is not mapped. I ran out of letters, so I got to start using double letters in the Alt-L menu. As well as I got to fix FM Textiles still says it takes mushrooms and now it takes wool pallets, so that has to be fixed as well. We'll get that done. It's on my long list of things to do. But yeah, I got to extend that menu and add some more things on the bottom, and we will get you place where the canola mill is. There will be other buildings as well, so we'll have to mark some more things. And down at the cows, we have a... Does anybody have a straw bale on their farm right now? square straw bales? Anybody?
No.
Windrow? That we can make a bale?
Nope.
We might over on our farm. I'll run over and check.
Let's check it out. Make some bales. We can show them the 2 things that we did there. Oh yeah, there's some new decorations over here at the shell plant. On the second go round on every map I do, I always try to add more detail without sacrificing the frame rates and stuff. But we're gonna start adding your detail items, like Shell has some new flags on top. You can see them blowing there in the breeze, and they got the barrels of oil over here on the ground. Some Shell oil. And there's some new silos, just decorative items. I'll be bringing more and more of those in, like the pylons and the radio tower and the water towers. You can see the radio tower from over here in the distance. But and there's going to be new foliage layers of bushes and stuff, and weed grass as well, to bring the map, to really make it come alive. There's some new Shell silos for storage over here. They don't do any, they're just decorative items.
Now, refresh my memory quick. Did we make this switch in 1.3 where you can only harvest cotton with a cotton harvester, or did we not implement
We
that?
did. Do we have a cotton harvester available to show them? Or is there any cotton on the map?
I believe Canadian bacon
We
would.
did in ours. They did not need to use the cotton harvester but they will in 2.0. Cotton will only be able.
Okay, that's what I was getting at.
Cotton will only be able to be done in the cotton harvester. You see some of the new weed grass that I will be placing throughout the map as well. It's getting dark in here.
Purple Farm it's got a cotton on
I
it.
finished up the cotton about 10 minutes ago.
Oh, rats.
No problem.
The harvester's sitting in the shed there if you want to look at.
Yeah, there's the new weed grass that we'll be adding to the map. Gives it a little extra touch. It'll be a lot more places. Oh yeah, and the new, well, we cut them down, didn't we? Or are they still on the map? Because I reset the tree file. Are the new trees on the map still? Or we have some new birch trees coming in if you missed those. There they are, right over there. I only have 4 new birch trees. I'm looking for other trees as well, tree types, but we'll be replacing and adding some trees with these new birch trees. There's 4 sizes, from your 10-meter size little guy there up to, I think it's a 25 and 35 or 35 and 40, the big ones up in the middle. So 4 different sizes of birch trees coming in, and they can be used with the Scorpion.
Thank you for the foliage, Evans.
It's getting dark in here. Should we fast forward to the next day? Just to get a little brighter. Although,
If you do, the cotton field will be ready.
if we do the cotton field to be ready. Let's get it to, well, what time is it supposed to be in game? 22.
8:15.
Yeah, I guess we're pretty good. There's not much we didn't cover. Oh, the bale shredder. That's what we were looking for. Did you find any windrow over there, Jeff?
Let me go check.
Yes, Mr. McGraw, we are all the developer. We are the developer and the goon squad.
Yep. My goon squad. All of these guys that are with me here put in tons of hours in one way or another and help. So you got Jeff, Big Daddy. You've got Hunter Farmer, which is Dan, Hunter Farmer 101. They're all live streaming, I believe, right now. We've got CDN Bacon War. CDN or CND? I can never remember.
CND.
CND Bacon Warrior. We've got several guys. Who else is with us streaming right now? Anybody? Or is it just us? I think it's just us. But
Yeah, I think it's just us.
But we've got Filio and I've got a great group. Whether their input is bouncing ideas off them, and a lot of these ideas are there. We do what we can, but it's great crew. They help me with everything. Couldn't do it without having a crew like you guys, and I can't thank you enough. They test everything relentlessly, like hours. I don't think some of these people, I don't think they sleep, because I bring in the updates. They help me get the updates on the server because my connection's so slow that it takes me a couple hours to get it into Dropbox, and them only 15 minutes to load it on the server. So they're constantly helping me monitor everything. So, yep, can't ask for a better crew.
Thanks for the follow, FS 2015 fan. Much appreciated. Alright, we have one field of barley here. Let me see.
Can I do you a favor and make it where the pack comes with the map download? The mod pack and the map all in one? It would be a super humongous file. I don't know if what I use for file sharing will allow that file that big. And obviously you guys know, for this map, the file is large, but it's relatively small compared to some single-size maps that are bigger. But with the added content, there's no doubt that this file is going to keep getting bigger. So it's going to even be more of an issue to try to put... And a lot of people have a hard time getting through the whole map download by itself without it.
Yeah, you'd be looking at like 1,100 megabytes.
Thanks for the follow, by the way. D. McGraw, 11. 21 something. Did we go over the boulders with you? Did you see those yet? Everybody saw the boulders? JR Warlord, thanks for the follow. I'm asking 21 something because he and the Simulator Way of Life are probably my best two guys out there for streaming the map and letting people know where we exist. They're doing a great job. There are others as well. I just don't know if any of them are here. Big Chris, I know he's running a server. Yeah, but so you can catch 21 something stream or the Simulator Way of Life, and I try to visit those streams as often as possible, which isn't often enough. I wish I could do it more, but I'm only one person trying to make a map, keep the website running. Stable multiplayer issues are all on Giants, and with the 1.3 patch, they've done a lot to rectify the crashes. Yeah, that's Giants engine. That's not our map. Multiplayer. We haven't had any real big issues since the 1.3 beta patch. So they've made things a lot more stable.
The only issue we had with the 1.3 so far was training, where somebody made an object static as opposed to kinematic, and I won't mention names, but it's all good.
Right. Yeah, you know, it happens.
It was me.
So the boulders, anyway, are filled with gravel, or stone, actually. And they will have to be destroyed because you will find them on your map everywhere when we do the reset. And you'll have to move them. That's pretty much it. You'll have to move them. So we did the boulders. The bale shredder. Did we find bales yet? No?
There is 0 bales and no fields ready to harvest.
Alrighty. Well, we'll show you the bale shredder anyway.
Thanks for the follow, SF1000.
One thing,
appreciate it.
One thing I forgot to mention as well, those of you who are familiar with the map already, we have the bale, or the, actually I keep calling it the bale to manure because we had that in 2013, but the straw to manure facility here, where you could drive up straw, dump it in, and it will turn it into manure. And it's a great way to get your fertilizer going early on in the game. Well, if you bring up the square bale stacker and tip it over there, it will now, both of them will now take square bales as well, which I was hoping to show you, but I can't because we don't have any square bales on the map. Proper planning prevents piss poor performance.
Timothy, I'm harvesting sugarcane.
And we didn't proper plan the bales. But also there's a bale shredder, as Popcorn was telling you guys. Basically it's just another machine. Down here at the horse farm, my monitor just keeps going off. It drives me nuts. I can't see what everybody's talking. This little doohickey here, if you drop bales onto the conveyor... Wow, jumped me right back there. Drop bales onto this conveyor here, it sucks them into those little wheels there and spits out here, if you have a trailer underneath, the loose straw. So it allows you to turn bales back into loose straw. You just come over. Actually, it's got 4,000 in it. Oddly enough, somebody's been using it. Just need a trailer under it, Jeff.
Cool.
We'll bring a trailer over. We can empty the last 4,000 straw. But it turns on, which it's pretty cool. If you look at there, I don't know if you guys could see this very clear, but it even has a digital display that says status, Balemaster is running. And you turn it off.
Will fly go fit under that?
And yeah, flag will fit fine. Turn it off, digital display goes off, turn it on, and you got the little green light, and it shows the Balemaster's running.
If you wish to make fuel, feel free to cut corn and cut sorghum and cut you some sugarcane and take it over to the shell factory and put it into the little hoppers and it will make fuel for you.
No, Timothy, everyone that plays on the Facebook, Pleasant Valley Facebook Dean server, I'll give you a link. You can check out everyone's streams.
I will look into making that bale shredder replaceable as well, because that has been requested by a few people. I don't know if it's possible, but you never know. And I'm writing it on my list so I don't forget.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it can be. I figure if the Sawmill's placeable, it's kind of similar scenarios. It should be able to, but you never know.
You never know until you try. Yeah, the bale shredder. Yep, we got you, AJ. We'll see what we could do with that. And I'll wait here until Jeff brings a trailer over, because he should be able to offload the 4,000.
On my way.
But I did want to show you while it's going. Even though I don't have a bale to put in. The wheels are turning and ready to grind one, because I have it turned on. And these conveyor wheels are spinning. It's almost impossible to see it in this video. But yeah, you can see them from that, I guess, with the lighting just right. They're spinning and they will suck a bale right down into the machine once it's dropped on there. Excuse me. Is there like a, for those who are streamers, a like cough button that I don't know about that I can push to mute myself?
Yeah, on OBS where the microphone and the red bar is, click on that.
Oh, so I got to tab out to cough, huh?
Yeah. Or you can hotkey that button.
Yeah, I probably have to
want.
hotkey it. No problem. Other than that,
Turn your head.
listen to me cough for the microphone, but I am still a little bit sick here. Feeling better.
How about turning off the multigrain for placeable silos?
Turning off the multigrain?
Yeah, the multi-grain silos. Didn't you say that you're gonna be able to maybe turn them off so you could put individual
Yeah,
silos there? And
in the control room there will be you have the multi-use silo, the multi-silos on each farm. Each farm starts with one. In the control room there will be an option to turn those off at the beginning of a save game, so you can decide whether you want to just use placeables, which is a... Hey, easy there, buddy. Go for it. You have the option to turn those off. Now, when you pull underneath there, it should take there it goes. It's unloading. The straw left from the one bale that was in there. Pretty cool little offloading animation. You should have... How much is in there? Is it done? Is the animation not shutting off?
Yep, that's $4,000. I got it.
Alright, and when he pulls out, it should shut off. Or not. That's one of those server lag issues. They never did fix that, I guess. Particle effects not shutting off right away. So anyhow, there's... if we shut it off, it probably would shut off. There you go. On the
There it
back
goes.
side of this Bale Master, there is a clean out feature that I think if a bale gets stuck in it, you go to the clean out and it pushes stuff out. So that's a nice feature as well. That's another mod from Marhu's site that we brought in. Other than that, I think we've covered everything. I did want to say that we will do this whenever we have a good batch of updates to show you guys. And sometimes, if you're lucky and you catch us streaming during the week, or just goofing off, we'll be streaming. I don't really have a schedule of when we're streaming, because it's really when we get enough things to show you accomplished. And I've got a whole list that I maybe... So, but my guess would be about once a week we should have more and more features, so keep stepping back and checking. And check the Facebook page or our forums if the links are on the bottom of my page for both of them. And I will post there. I'll try to give a little bit more advance, but I never know what I'm doing from 1 minute to the next. So... Will the bale shredder use instead of the straw silo? To me, it's kind of a waste of time to collect loose straw, bale it, and then reshred it. You could just use... Yeah, it's one of those things. Some of the things, I don't think I'll use the bale shredder as much as others will either. But it's all the level of immersion that you want. I was never the type that would hook a pipe up to a manure silo or a manure tank to drain it with that Zunhammer mod in 2013, because when I can pull just right up next to it and hit a button, why would I go through the trouble of having to connect pipe on both ends? But it's different strokes for different folks, so that's the way it goes. Which brings me to another point. There's always a... I can talk forever, if you have noticed. If you're sick of me, you can turn off. But anyhow... brings me to another point about how people play the game that comes up often. People will play my map the way they want to play it, and as long as it's making them happy, to me, it really doesn't matter. I don't understand sometimes why people would want to do things certain ways, but hey, if that's the way you want to do the map, and you want to make it so your trailer holds 1 million gravel so you can fill up the whole gravel plant in one load, go right ahead. But I will say this, for those of you that decide to do that stuff, you will be done with the map even on single player far quicker than I will be able to get you the next one out. As you can see, we have a group of 12 people on this map, at least. We actually have some floaters. But at any given time during the day, you'll see 4, 5, 6 people on this map, especially when we're adding new stuff. Sometimes it even gets higher than that. And some of these guys put in 10, 12, 14 hours straight, and we don't have anything. We started this when we released 1.3. to you guys. We started over. So when you got it, we started it. And we don't have all the factories built. As a matter of fact, I think we have 2 factories fully built right now. And that's with a group of 12 playing it. And we are adding stuff on that we'll be doing as well. Now we got the new toys that you guys will have to wait for. But the point is that now that you're all done with your maps, you're going to have to wait a little while. I planned on this map taking us 6 months to complete as a group. I know that's a lot longer for some of you, but I can't develop maps every 2 weeks. so take your time and enjoy it, and get as much of it as you can. As much out of it as you can. Because we're not going to be ready for quite a little while. Yeah, everybody has their own method. And I could see, if I was playing this in single player, I'd want to do some things to help me out, that's for sure.
And guys, if you like what you see and you're interested in joining a server, there's head over to our forums page. There's I having a server up there now, and he's looking for people. You know, just some basic minimal requirements as like voice communication program, as well as be roughly 18 or older, and apply over there and join in and have the fun. That's the thing about the map, is it's fun to work together to help each other out, to grow the map together. It's a blast. It makes the game much more enjoyable. I mean, single player, it's cool. Don't get me wrong. It has everybody to each his own. But when I went from single player to multiplayer, this is the map I jumped into, and it was pretty much just jump in the deep end, feet first, and go for it.
I have not played a single player game since I've been playing with these guys. No time for it. If I got to do something, it's on our farm here. I test in single player. That's about it.
Question: what, did you start with a small stock equipment first, or did you start with a big?
We started
large
with
stuff?
we start with what's on the farms in the default game, and that's it. We work our way up from there. We actually started one game with our map in a 2013 version with classic equipment, and I'm not even exaggerating when I tell you that little classic tractor on the 4X map takes, well, to go get the fuel at the fuel station the first time, I think it was a 20-minute trip there and a 20-minute trip back. And we did it. Right with the smallest harvesters and the smallest tractors, and worked our way up. And that's the way we like. We're not here to... We have a huge multiplayer game. What good is it if we finish it and everybody leaves because we don't have any more content? They get tired of doing the same thing. That's what I'm striving for here, is to give people a reason to keep coming on every day. As it is now, we're a second time through this, so some of the content's getting stale and people aren't playing as much as they used to. But as we bring new stuff in, it keeps the people here, so no sense of rushing through it.
When the map comes out, do I need to start a new game or just reload the old game? I hope you start with a new game.
When this map comes out, most likely you will have to start a new game. The save game file will not work with your current save game. The only question is, will I be able to do something about that, as far as, with my limited time, develop and my limited knowledge on the fact, will I be able to write a program to convert your current save game into the new map format? That remains to be seen, because right now there's still a lot more to go in the building of the map that I don't even know what's going to work and what's not. So, but I would plan on it. You could always keep your old save game and start a new mods folder with the new one and run them both. But if at all possible for me to write instructions or create a program that can convert a save game file, or if I'm really bored and you guys want to pay me to convert your save games, I know I could do it. But I don't know if the level of detail, without prior knowledge of everything that I'm doing, if anybody out there would be able to convert a save game. Ours is done in steps as we're playing. I just don't have time for the 700 or whatever, how many people are playing this, to do all those save games. Unless you're going to pay me.
And if you like that little yellow car, you'll find it on the Facebook page.
Yep, the little yellow car I'm cruising around on was I'm talking, trying to get my monitor to turn back on, but I think it's had it for a little while.
Thanks for the follow, McGraw. I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, I think I will delve into my bag of tricks and see if I come out with something a little bit prettier than a yellow car. But one thing at a time, we'll get there.
Yeah, we've got. You'll see. Keep checking back once a week, roughly. Probably we'll feature anything new that we got in there, and you will see new vehicles, or new ones that we fixed or modded up for the racetrack. I want to get a new vehicle for the racetrack. New features on the map, tons planned, and what you see today, I guarantee you this: what you see right now and what you see a couple hours is not going to even be close to what we have. One of the things too, I know I mentioned earlier, is the buyable objects such as we're going to get rid of the buyable object script altogether. We might be able to make things buyable using the UPK kit, but the buyable object script has been one of those things that has haunted us ever since the day it was born, with conflicting with mods and everything else. So what is buyable will probably be buildable. I'm thinking that the soccer stadium, you might have to bring a lot of grass over there to build a soccer stadium. You'll see stuff like that. Yeah, Big Daddy, get to work. Make us some mods.
I made some train cars. I gotta fix the train cars now too.
We keep Big Daddy going. He did the train car design skins this week. He's always doing stuff.
I try.
Anybody out there knows anybody that can write me a Lewis script that removes the 64 fill type limit? I want to know how much he wants.
Yeah, we'll get a go. We'll make sure you're compensated.
Thanks for the follow, Quintron89.
Yeah, thanks, Quintron89. Much appreciated, buddy.
I'm just cruising. You guys want to see anything? Just before it gets too dark to see anything? Let me know. I'm just cruising around the map, checking things out, talking. I can't work and talk at the same time unless I'm demoing stuff. Anybody out there interested in watching map making videos or map making streams? If I do stream sections of doing this process, anybody interested in that? I can do that too at times.
Simulator, I got a tractor that does about I think 290 some miles per hour, but it doesn't fare too well. It doesn't stick to the ground and ends up in trees quite often. I have to cut them down to get my tractor out of it. Viper, to answer your question, who is a soccer fan? I know I am not. I'm an American football fan, so maybe Dave can answer that one.
I am not a soccer fan. I am a Bobcat soccer fan. When we play Bobcat soccer on the soccer field, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, what team won again?
I forget.
Yeah.
Cough button. Okay.
Yeah, cough button.
Alright, so apparently people do want to see streams of me making map. Boomba. See, Colonel Boomba, or however you want it, Co-Boomba. Alright, the boat's not here yet, but it's still coming in. That's a good sign. I'm afraid to fast forward. We're out of fill types on the map. So chicken fattening, adding the fill type of chickens that we could, is not possible. That is why, without removing something from the map right now, we can't add new things to be transported around on the map. Something's got to go for something to show. Unless we get somebody that can write us a script, which Giant says it is possible, I hear, but We need somebody a talented Lewis script writer that knows how to create a script that can remove our fill type limit, and then, my gosh, the sky's the limit after that. If we can get the fill type limit removed, so if anybody knows anybody, or spread the word around that we're looking for it, and we will be able to bring in more crops to plant. We had 95 fill types on the 2013 version. We had to cut out several factories, we cut out animals. We had horses and chickens that were also transported. We had a salsa factory, soy milk factories. We had soybeans, carrots. I can't even tell you the things that we weren't able to bring in here. And if we can get that fill type limit, all that stuff and more would be able to come back.
I know, Viper. I think we just honestly found a soccer field. It was probably grabbed from another map and put in our map, to be honest with you. And we had a lot of fun with it. We took the Bobcats in 2013 and used the hay bale as the ball and played. I think it was either 3-on-3, 4-on-4, or 5-on-5 at one time. And it was quite a blast, to be honest with you. Took a nice break from farming and went to it.
There is a video of it on our Facebook page linked in the other videos section, in the notes section, or it's somewhere in there. We recorded it. I'm fast forwarding, the boat's coming in, guys. I'm just going to get the boat to the dock. Hopefully it stays there, and then we can finally see if there's fish on it. But I don't know why it bugged out. I think it was a server synchronization issue that was happening. You know how sometimes that crap happens with multiplayer? I think it wasn't just registering the fish. I know somebody's probably seeding the field and getting really pissed at me right now, but they'll have to live with it.
There's a link to the Bobcat Soccer. If you have a second, check it out. It's a blast to watch. It was even much more fun to do, but definitely something to enjoy, and we'll probably do that again in the future once we get a little downtime.
Your link got deleted? You're not a moderator, Jeff. On my
Oh.
channel. I can get you, well, if I can get my monitor turned back on, I meant to get you to be a moderator. It's just that you never joined my stream.
I'm not following you?
Oh, you probably did now. No, you weren't on the other day when I was making people. Quick. Let me click on the list. You should now be okay.
Alright, how about now? There, I'll follow you. For some reason I wasn't following you.
It's working now.
Yeah, there's a couple other people in here that need to be monitors too when I get a chance. I gotta get Stale Popcorn in here because he's more than welcome to help out anytime he wants. And yeah, but I all of a sudden can't get the list up again. Well, I guess you're only allowed to make one a day. We'll figure that out. Anyhow, the boat's in. It's dark out. Well, let's go see if we have fish. The moment we've all been waiting for.
Drumroll.
Drum roll,
This version
please.
is not out yet. This version's still in testing.
It's actually in development. This is early testing. As we add things, so goes it. We have fish on the boat. I could see it was a terrible fish day, but we really didn't fill up the whole boat. But we'll give you an idea. Now, if you come over here, see that? There's a few crates of fish. Not a very lot of fish. Clear your money, guys. One of you, so we can see how much the fish is going to bring in. There's 5 people. Somebody clear their money.
1 sec.
I'm doing it.
This is actually, it's kind of
Okay.
it's kind of a tough test anyway, because what was left in that trailer, like 7,000 corn, or not even, it was only like a third of a load. But once you
I'm
walk on,
ready.
we had 493 fish. I can tell you that an average load when it's fully stocked would be, there goes the fish, they're all selling, and it should have sold the last amount, but for some reason it's that UPK synchronization. It's sold, it'll just take a little while to update. But the fish are gone.
492.
So that's times 490 times 4 5 for that little bit of fishing. I don't know if you heard that sneeze, but I tried to cover the microphone. And the boat is ready to be sent back out. So it did work. What the glitch was earlier, I have no idea. It was just because we're live streaming it, that's why. In the time of day, it's 11:47. So that'd be 21:47. We're about an hour ahead. That'll probably catch up by tomorrow. With all the logging in and out. So we can leave it there. Thank you. Yeah, apparently you heard my sneeze. You gonna throw the fish back? That was a lousy catch. I was saying before the sneeze, I think, a bad day of fishing with a full load of bait is about 1,200 fish, and a good day would be about 2,000 fish. So, and that was only 400 because we only had a partial load. So it wasn't even a partial bad day. But I think we got everything covered, and it's dark. And another follower. What is that? A Culligan sign? Yeah. Well, we do our own version of water. We pump in unfiltered water. And we filter it, and that's what we use on the map for water. So basically the Culligan plant sits here. It's full. Unfiltered is full, waiting to be filtered. But yeah, you could pick it up. Somebody asked me why I didn't, I guess technically I could move the trigger to fill it up over here into this box. But it's a issue of this whole factory is one big piece. And yeah, maybe I will move the fill trigger. Make more sense up alongside of the tanks right here. Hiroshimo is now following. Thank you for the follow. Wait, Big Daddy, you're a follower now too. Thanks for the follow.
Anytime.
You jackass.
I thought I was following you.
Sorry.
Took you a while to get that follow, Dan.
I wonder why he's...
Or Dave.
Yeah, no, he's a tough customer. My number one right-hand man. Yet he doesn't follow me.
Sorry, I was new to this Twitch stuff.
To answer your question, where did we get this? Where did we get this map? Is the question. The answer is we made it.
We made it, and if you look at the bottom of my links, you'll see a donate link, which is really nice when you use it. But other than that, you have a link that says Dadgent Mods, which is our website. You'll find the most information and helpfulness on the Facebook page, and also in our forums as well. You'll find information on it. So all three links are down at the bottom of my stream. All four. Can't forget the donate link. Yeah, click on that. Now, when a message appears right, do you guys see that? The iJoe's message? Or is that just to me? Or is that... It's weird. In my stream?
I see iJoe's message.
What
Click
do
on
you-
the DJNet mods.
Oh, it's probably because it has my name in it. So it highlights it red for me? Yeah,
Oh yeah, those are messages directed right at you.
gotcha. Alright, I'm still learning the Twitch thing. Am I doing pretty good with it? I mean, I did get a couple little extra things on my screen today. Add some fill pipes off of those tanks. Good idea there, Viper. Have you be able to pull up underneath them. Yep, I agree. Only problem is the UPK, which is hopefully something to fix, does not do particle effects. So we won't have actually anything coming out of the pipes until he gets particle effects on those triggers, which would be really nice.
Can one of you guys post a link to our Facebook page?
It's down at the bottom of my page, but I can put it in my chat. It's facebook.com/PVMods. PVMODS. Very simple. Thanks, Warlord. And Simulator. Sim. It's gonna be even better. We never stop making it better. It's got if you could see the idea. Again, I don't want to spoil all the surprises, so there's a lot more coming. Stay tuned. We'll give it you piece by piece, and then we'll let you finally play it eventually. But yeah, there's tons of things for us to try. And some, and the modding community has a lot to do with this too. I don't put all the credit on me because I have absolutely no modeling skills whatsoever. So every building in this place, I do have graphic design skill. I can make something look better, and some editing skills to make them run better. But as far as making a 3D model, these buildings all came out of other people's maps or other modders made them. And that's it. Now, if you have anybody out there, if there's anybody listening that knows 3D modeling and wants to join us, we would love to have a 3D modeler come in and or Lewis scripting, what we would be able to accomplish to give, it would just put us one more amazing step ahead of where we are now. And we've got another follower. All right. Yeah, anybody who knows modelers or has modeling skills and wants to be a part of our team and passes our very strict entry, and basically anybody that has any of that type of skills and becomes a part of our team, we really only ask a couple things. And one is to have a positive attitude. We don't like drama here. We're all friends playing the game first. After that, we're mod makers and developers, but we're here to have a good time. The day this becomes a job rather than a fun time is a day that nobody's going to be doing it anymore. So that's really what all this bickering and stuff that goes on with modders on other sites, and this one's mad at that one. If that ever crept into here, it would be just an awful thing, and we won't allow it because we're here to make the game better and have a good time. That's pretty much it.
When guy says, "Why does it lag?" It doesn't lag for us. We don't have any extra mods in the silly thing.
I'm lagging a little bit. Well, my stream is because I have a 0.5 megabyte upload connection.
Does he mean
Excuse
lag?
me.
Does he mean buffer? Because if he's talking about his stream and it's buffering, it's probably just because the connection might not be able to handle what you're feeding Twitch.
Yeah, well, I'm lagging a little bit. I'm running 136 ms right now because my stream there's I got, like I said before, my Twitch is about a half a megabyte upload speed, and I'm running the game and doing Twitch on that, so it's amazing that I'm even getting a broadcast. But at this hour of the night is when everybody's home now from work and everything in this household, and I guarantee you that other than me just streaming Twitch and running the game on the server, there's probably 2 people watching Netflix, 1 person playing League of Legends or something, and who knows what else. So all on a half a megabyte upload speed and 12 megabytes download. It's amazing that I'm doing as well as I am. It just started recently, my little lag jumping, so. And it's dark in here, so it's almost time for me to check out for the night anyway, because I'm going to lose my voice in a few minutes. But I thank everybody for joining me. It won't be 6 months. I'm not going to really put... I hope it will know a lot of... You used to be a successful comedian. No comment. But there's a... I don't know. You just lost my train of thought.
You were talking about not rushing.
Oh yeah, we can't rush it.
TV out.
We get it as soon as we have it. We'll get when we can get all the features that we have on our list that will work in there. Then you'll get it. 6 months, it would be a long time. It won't be that long. I'm hoping that I can wrap up. Well, you know what? If you guys keep coming back every week, you'll see how we develop. And the longer we wait, it means the more things we're getting into the thing. And we'll see what it can handle. Who knows? Eventually, we're going to max out what the Giants engine can do again, and we'll have to just give it to you. Are you sure you were successful?
He got fired for eating on the job, too.
Wow.
Simulator said I used to clean out stalls at the horse farm, so I got fired for eating on the job.
Excuse me. What's great about this little yellow car is that I've just been broadcasting for...
Actually, to be honest with you, I used to circumcise elephants at a circus. I got fired for, it doesn't pay well, but the tips are definitely big.
The greatest thing about this little yellow car is I've been streaming now for a couple hours, and I've only used 7 liters of fuel. Still got 52 left. We can do about 10 more live streams at least before I need to refuel. Sears TV, thank you for the follow, and the next follower, whenever your name pops up, thank you as well. And I think we're about done here for tonight. You are great too, Viper. Thanks for your hard work on the forums and answering questions, and keep it up. It helps me out a lot. Because literally, day after day, I'm grinding on the map. Or playing Farming Simulator. Or The Hunter. But, yeah. We gotta go get some stuff done too. So you guys, thanks all for watching. And keep tabs on our Facebook page. Keep checking up, and we'll get you links. PredFox44447, thanks for the follow. We'll get you guys another stream sometime about a week with what more new exciting stuff we get into the map. But right now I'm losing my voice, so I'll catch you all later.
Thanks for joining, guys, and we'll catch you next week sometime. Same bat time, same bat channel.